telling you what I know. I seen this shit 4 years ago, and that's why I kept saying don't mess with the money, cause the money gonna be there. The money gonna be there. Don't mess with it. Just let it sit. Damn, I don't need to wear that color. I need to wear another color. There you go. Just let it sit, because it's going up. They can't stop. They cannot stop what Bitcoin built. Only reason why I was stopped because Biden stopped it. Now that he's not gonna be in office,
it's gonna be interesting to see. I'll tell you that.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA
I mean, there's a lot of factors
today, after a
that can happen,
opening
but we'll
weekend,
see.
it's on to week 2, and we've got a good
That'll be interesting to find out.
49ers taking on
Let's fast forward a year. Yeah, that'll be dope. Well, in that case, don't sell. Hold on to it.
oh, I am.
That's it.
I'm definitely holding on to it.
Off we go from Denver.
I'm definitely holding on to it. That and Ethereum. Hey, I might buy another Ethereum.
At the 25-yard line.
How much is Ethereum going for?
Shit, I'm already positive in Ethereum right now. I'm already positive.
Yeah, you had Ethereum for a while now.
Yeah, I'm positive. I'm positive in Ethereum.
What's up?
I ain't positive that much, but at the same time, I ain't even that down in Bitcoin. I'm like about 5,000.
They'll start on the ground. Paul.
Damn, they call it holding.
What?
I'm playing the game. No, they gonna call holding. Man, come on, man.
So let's see what this is about.
Oh, you playing Madden or some shit?
Yeah, man. In my league game. But yeah, that shit finna pop out. It finna pop out. It's not going back down, dog. If it go down, it ain't going down that far.
Right sideline, that's complete.
Well, that's the first time in 7 days, though.
That motherfucker been jumping for 2 weeks, bro. But actually for 3 weeks.
Cause I got it at this run about 37.
Yeah, you don't get out. You don't get out.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10, just
Well,
outside the 30.
Okay. Oh, Trey.
Carry for the Iowa State man.
Hey,
Here's
hold
Hall.
Bitcoin, like I think I told you a long time ago, Bitcoin and Ethereum gonna be there. What I'm suspect with Sheet. But all them other coins are shit coin to get you to spend money. They all other coins. They all like camouflage. They trying to take your money away. They all like money makers. They money makers for the whales. That's all it is. It's really a rich man's sport.
Yeah.
Extra point splits the uprights.
Because the ones that got in Bitcoin earnings, they're the ones, the rich ones.
Correct.
That bought Bitcoin like at 20 cents and shit. Motherfuckers bought, I know they got well over 100 to Bitcoins. Motherfuckers like that, they're the rich ones.
But it's motherfuckers that got rich that got in it. If you got in early,
Yeah.
you know, if you got in early, then you made money. You know what I mean?
From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
One Bitcoin, 45.
So what I'm doing,
26 officially, so a
well,
gain of 1 there. offense in the 49ers now. 1st and 10. At their own 26. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his throw here is incomplete. When you look at this Bronco defense, they're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
And, hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that #1 spot.
Now a 2nd and 10. Lance looking to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Excellent work there by Lance as he scrambles for the 1st down.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the result. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. This defense for the Broncos, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 1. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Barnett, and he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the 2nd half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Now a throw here, hauled in. Second down and 3. Now a handoff up the middle. Barnett. And he's got room. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
2nd and 10. To throw, it's Lance. Being chased out left. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Up the middle they go. It's Barnett. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
That's a great response here in this 1st quarter. And what I like about it is how they put this drive together. The other guys scored quickly to start the game, but this was smart football to not feel like you have to go out and score quickly yourself. So they worked the ball down the field, took their time, and finished with the touchdown run.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. You look at this Niner defense. They enter this one number 13, Charles, in the NFL in stopping the run.
And this game for them is all about the line of scrimmage. Winning that battle, using their leverage, being the low man with power to take the offensive linemen and run them back into their own backfield and try and create some lost yardage plays.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back.
And, boy, that's going to be close. He didn't get much at all there, but he got the first. Looked like they might have held him defensively, but the referee signals it will be a 1st down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. The Broncos 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
They'll give to Hall. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
And hang on here. We've got an injured player, and that's the running back, Breece Hall.
We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Back to throw.
This one swung out to Williams.
He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Always important as a defender on 3rd down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the 1st down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Look and repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Let's go.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Throwing now is Lance. Able to find Gray here. Fighting his way through contact. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down on the other side of midfield. A big 3rd down play there for the Niners. And even 40 yards.
Here we go.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Ready?
Now a man whose father won 2 rings as a Bronco. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Shot. 17. Going red.
On 2nd down, here's Lance. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And the drive starts with a completion left side. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. They run off tackle right with Williams. And he had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 29-yard line. The first catch for Jeudy, good for a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams to the 27-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Looking to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
A field goal try forthcoming now for the Broncos. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
The Lance going to throw. Williams brings it in. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Lance. And this pass caught by Gray. And he goes out right around the 39. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Brings up 2nd and 7. Come on, set.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Blaster, 6. Yellow, go. Ready?
And Lance now to throw. That is caught. It's Williams. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 37. That one goes for 24 yards. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his one-on-two matchup.
52 blaster. Here we go. Here we go.
And they'll send Williams in motion right.
Field flat. Set.
Lance now on first down. And the Broncos get there and take him down. The 49ers moving hastily. They're scurrying to the line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Down. Right through. Cut, cut.
Here's Lance. That's complete left side to Gray.
Hurry, hurry.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
3, black open. Set, cut.
Back to throw. Lance. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Down the right sideline. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. They were in the dime. They had 6 defensive backs there. So go ahead and throw it. He threw it, and it hurt it.
It's almost thrown into a blanket of coverage, isn't it? You talk about the best defenders you have are the defensive backs. 6 of them on the field. You're almost asking for trouble, and that's exactly what they ran into. Ended up throwing a pick 6.
Yeah, 6 defenders and 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Looking to throw. Lance. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring.
Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown! A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
Blue striker. Ready.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This is caught at the 20. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Ready.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Blue. Ready.
Shotgun now for Lance. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
But this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes.
When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Let's go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Lance. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Baron Browning just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 42 yards out. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Now Lance throwing on second down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Interception happened, so a 2-possession game might become 3. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they got themselves a first down. Up the middle, it's Williams. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy from 4 yards out. And the Broncos take a 3-touchdown lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Purdy now to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Gray. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Purdy looking to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll go for it. Here's Purdy. That is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They give it to Williams, running right. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Again, it's Williams. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A give to Williams, running right. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Touchdown, Broncos. Evan Ingram from 13 yards out. And the Broncos are able to add on to that lead. So, Charles, they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. Now, last week, they had the close victory. This one more commanding, much more comfortable.
Well, the sense we got from them was that last week they felt like they didn't play their best. They got the win, but they weren't really on top of their game. But they put it all together here in this one, haven't they? What an impressive performance.
Extra point forthcoming. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, and looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. And some room to work. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. Well, why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that. The rookie gets his first interception.
Exactly right, and you're trying to limit the number of plays an offense runs. You're trying to limit the number of possessions they have. And he was a guy that I targeted coming out of college and rated very highly for his playmaking skills on defense.
And now he has his first career interception. That is caught inside the 5. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Williams will take it in. Touchdown, Denver. Now the try here for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
And
And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. They're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw here. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He targets Ingram from under ground. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down. Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the 4th quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Purdy bootlegging it. And this is caught by Williams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. Now, fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Barnett. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. He's got this to Williams, complete. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught at the 5. And he will step out of bounds. Oh, what a mistake there. And the 2-point try will be unsuccessful. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not. And I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of business. Let's close it out. And you and I, let's get to the airport.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Open man downfield is Judy. He's got it. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. They'll set up to throw. Right back to Judy, and it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
A field goal try forthcoming now for the Broncos. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So he remains perfect. 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is. And as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
On the set.
2nd down and 8. Now a handoff up the middle. Barnett, and he powers his way up past the 30. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now Purdy, he's going to change the look here. On 3rd down, it's Barnett. 79 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run the counter. It's Barnett. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. On 2nd down, it's Barnett. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. On 1st down, Barnett, and he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this defense will take over right at midfield. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Pass complete to Judy on the out route. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. Wonderful